Hello everyone. Sorry for the delay. There was some software problem, so some issues were there. So I welcome you all. This is my first live session, so some problems are definitely there. So let us dive into the analysis of Nifty, because indices are at a very exciting stage, and this week I think we should get some good moves from the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So let us analyze that. Sorry, I am unable to share that. Sorry, I forgot to share the screen. Okay, so this is a monthly chart, and I discussed this upper trend line of this wedge as a very important resistance in previous videos, but Nifty gave a breakout above this trend line and sustained for now at least. So we can say that Nifty has given a breakout. Whether it is going to fail or going to sustain and Nifty going to move up, we'll have to wait and watch. So one possibility that it will be retesting this breakout level and bounce on the upside. Second possibility is this breakout will fail and the price will come inside the wedge. So let us see how it goes. And I think this breakout is likely to fail. We'll discuss that in the next couple of minutes. Now if we check this weekly chart, so this candle is basically a pattern which can be called as a shooting star, which is a shooting star pattern, and which is kind of a bearish pattern, bearish candlestick pattern if it is forming at the top of the wave or impulse or a big move. So this is quite a big move from the March 20, and this shooting star pattern is forming at a higher level, breakout level. So this could be a bearish signal. This looks like a bearish signal. So that is one of the reason this breakout may fail. And I discussed about these resistance levels, and we saw that 19370 450 zone acted as a resistance. The price had just crossed that but could not sustain above 450. So that level acted as a strong resistance. So overall this looks a bearish signal, though not strong yet, and we have to see that whether the Nifty retains this 19,050 level and goes above or goes inside the wedge level. So that is the whole idea. Now what will happen and why these are likely a downside possibility? Let us discuss that. So if you see little bit of wave structure, then Nifty pattern looks like this is a fifth wave, like from the low of the COVID until the October 2021 top. This looks like 3, the June bottom looks 4, and now this almost I am now almost sure, not 100% sure, you cannot be 100% sure in a stock market, but now it looks like a third wave, because this pattern is quite similar to what I observed over so many years, that this is normally a pattern of a third wave in a ending diagonal or terminating pattern. So this looks like a terminating pattern. This looks like a terminating pattern. That's why I think this is a failed breakout. One more reason I will tell you about this, and that is in a bank nifty. But then we will see a fourth wave. Very likely we see a fourth wave, which would be around these levels. Maybe if we connect these two levels, and take a parallel from that, then high probability we will see this fourth around this, and if it's a fourth, then it will not go below this two. So around these levels we will see the fourth wave, if I am correct with this as a top. Okay, so that is one possibility. That's why I am consider this is very likely a failed breakout, but that we have to watch in the next week. Now one more reason that I am sure about this likely failure is indicators. So if we check the indicators on this chart, on a weekly chart, then RSI is exactly at 70 level and candle is negative kind of, and even this indicator which I call NI or Ninad indicator, it's a kind of momentum indicator, but which helps us to find the traps. So this is also showing a divergence. Price is up, indicator is down. So this is likely scenario that it will correct from the top and go for a fourth wave. Why I am saying that on a single time frame indicators normally doesn't work. So we will have to see a little bit higher level. So if you look weekly also, weekly there is again same problem is there. Price is up and indicator is showing a divergence, because this is a closing level is at around 66.18 for the last week closing, and right now, and previous month closing was the top, previous high closing was 67.46. so we see divergence in a monthly chart in a RSI, and now RSI is the resistance in a weekly, so that helps us to assume that we might see a downfall in the weekly. Similarly, in a NI readings, we see a resistance of 50 level, and again price though crossed above this level, because price also crossed and this indicator, but from 2021 level it is still in the divergence. Another point in a monthly is this price is going up, but MACD is not able to cross the signal line, and it is just converging near the signal line. So this is a bearish possibilities. This is because the last time also it is converged to that level, price went up but it could not cross the signal level, and it was converged to signal line, and we saw the correction for next three months. Similar possibility now it is here also. So these possibilities are also increasing our chances in a weekly. That price may reverse from here downside. Just take a look at 2 weekly chart just for indicators. So here also we see a divergence, and RSI is almost on the same level resistance. So all parameters are favorable. That does not guarantee, but it favors that weekly chart. Whatever negative bearishness shown in the weekly chart could be there is a help from the higher time frame to suggest that bearishness will work out. So this is why I think Bank Nifty would correct from this level, and very unlikely that this top would be taken out as far as weekly basis is considered. On a daily basis, we may see a up move here, On a daily basis we may see some up move here because the last fall there will be some pullback, and then we'll, after 1 or 2 days, maybe Monday or Tuesday onwards, we may see a sharp decline in the Nifty. And these are the possible levels for the Nifty. So if in some case Nifty goes up above 19,370, 19,450 zone or 500 zone, then 19,700 is one strong resistance still there. But if it goes below the 19,370 level, sustain below 19,370, then we will see a reasonably sharp decline to 19,050, which is a breakout level. And if that is also taken out, then we will see 18,900 and 18,650. It will take time. It will not come in a maybe 1 week, but it could come in a 2 weeks kind of time, 2 to 3 weeks time. So from where this real breakout started here, we'll just come back to this level. So this is a very likely scenario in a Nifty. So what are the different levels we can work out in a Nifty? If you want to trade the Nifty, on an intraday basis, then these could be the levels helpful for us. Okay, I think Monday might be market will give a pullback. It may not go beyond 19,440. That I think daily close will not be above 19,440, and after that maybe we will see a sharp decline. 19,270 is a very important level. If Nifty goes below that, we can almost sure that the downtrend is started, and this will be a strong move because Bank Nifty showing a extremely negative pattern, extremely strong negative. So Bank Nifty will pull Nifty sharply down. So keep eye on 19,355, 19,440 for higher levels. From here we can initiate a short if we are very confident with stop loss above 19,520, and target could be your breakout level of 19,050, 19,000 levels. This could be a target in week or 2 weeks. High probability is a week, but let us take little bit conservative approach. So we'll consider 2 weeks, and it can go below that also, but it may first retest that level, slightly consolidation will be there, and then it will go below this 19,000 level. So that is what I am saying in a basically strong bearishness in a Nifty and Bank Nifty. So let us take a look at Bank Nifty chart, because Bank Nifty chart is looking very interesting. So I discussed this about Bank Nifty, that Bank Nifty has not given a real breakout because though Nifty has crossed the trend line resistance, Bank Nifty was still below the trend line resistance from these levels, and 45,200, 45,400 was a strong resistance, and I think that resistance was Bank Nifty was not able to cross, and we saw a sharp reversal from those levels. So that was the importance of those levels, 45,200 and 45,400, and we saw the reversal. Actually reversal happened from this trend line. If we draw a parallel trend line to these levels, connecting these lines, the exact reversal from that trend line. So let us see whether it retains that level. But Bank Nifty has given an extremely bearish candle. This is a gravestone doji at a top of the move. So this is a very strong negative signal on a Bank Nifty. So that's why I'm confident to a certain extent that the Nifty breakout will also fail, because Bank Nifty is going to fall very sharply. This is a signal that Bank Nifty is going to fall in a sharp manner in the coming weeks. So let us take a look at the weekly levels. So we saw the reversal from very strong resistance zone, right? Now this is a retesting level which is around for a next week around 44,560. So 44,500 zone is a retest level for this horizontal breakout between the December top and recent top made here in the May. So this horizontal breakout, it has a retest level at 44,500. So Bank Nifty, I think definitely going to cross 44,500 and come down sharply below that. Why I am so sure about it? Because of this indicator. I'm very confident that Bank Nifty, because Bank Nifty has given us gravestone doji at a top, and this indicator is extremely bearish. This is a strong bearish divergence. It's already in a divergence. In a sense, previous level to this top in terms of indicator was in a divergence. Now recent top and this top price went up, but this indicator is lagging, showing extremely bearish divergence, and also at a level of 60, which is I give a lot of importance to these numbers. Sorry, if you see my charts, you will see always these lines on a RSI and these indicators. So it is at 60. This is extremely negative indicator signal that Bank Nifty is going to collapse on a weekly basis. Only saving grace is still MACD is on a higher side. It is still in the bullish signal. So that will turn. If you see RSI last week exactly at 50-60 levels, and that was one of the reason I was thought somewhere of that possibility of a breakout, though I was not very convinced, but I said there is a possibility because RSI was at 60 levels. So this is one of the reason I am extremely bearish on the Bank Nifty. And I'll show you this again. I'll show this on a higher time frame, because only on a one time frame does not help. If you see closing of June, the divergences continue on a June level in a Bank Nifty. Actually at a resistance. The closing of June, because July is a running candle, so that value is not important to us. June value has 50 level. Again the level of monthly NI is at 51 and divergence. So that also signals a strong possibility of fall in the month of July. So that's why I am very confident that Bank Nifty will fall sharply in a coming weeks. Even RSI is in a divergence and almost flat. Price went up, but RSI is almost flat. So these are reasons I am seeing a comparatively possibility of a fall. Now let me show you something very special about this. Why I am so confident, and whether these things happened in the previous scenario. I'll just show you this kind of patterns on a Bank Nifty. If you see this pattern, where we saw the entire reversal of March, this is exactly replica to certain extent of this. This is down and did not went up, and here it was like if you reverse it, let me do something here and I'll show that why I'm okay, we'll take that down to weekly chart. Okay, so if we take this exactly reverse, see this pattern, and price, we'll just reverse this chart also. I'll just invert the scale, invert chart. So if you see here, this pattern is exactly like what I show here. Look at this pattern. Price from here went up, indicator shown a divergence and then a fall. This is actually a upside movement because we are taking invert scale. Exactly similar pattern is formed here. Actually this is a more strong pattern than this pattern because there is a gap of values and it is exactly at a 60 level. So this become a very strong pattern, and I'll show you this pattern in the previous cases where I traded it in a very proper way because I found able to find out that trade. So this is not something happening. I'll show you previous charts. Here I could find out entire trade here because of the same reason. See here, this August candle, exact pattern is formed here, similar pattern. And then for 4 weeks price collapsed just from I think 25,000 to almost 20,000. So this is 4,000 plus points fall in the Bank Nifty. So this indicator suggested that fall. So we can expect a similar kind of fall in a Bank Nifty. And this indicator quite, see here this is here where I this indicator, basically I developed this indicator because here I was got trapped. This after this strong reversal candle there was a big fall and I then shorted a big way and I lost a lot of capital here. So that was a time I have developed this indicator, and this indicator has definitely gave that time that this entire red candle is a basically a bear trap because price fell sharply, but indicator was just at a 50 level, did not move, and then price move upside. So this is example of why I am very confident that Bank Nifty will correct sharply from here. And if you check the wave analysis of Bank Nifty, it is very similar to the Nifty. So this looks like a third wave, and if you draw the trend line connecting the September low and March low and just take a parallel line, you will find that exactly at that level resistance is there for a Bank Nifty. So even the channel resistance is there. So everything looks quite aligned for a bearish movement in the Bank Nifty. So and it looks very sharp. This signal is very sharp for a sharp fall of the Bank Nifty. So that's why I'm saying even Nifty will have a failed breakout. So that is why I am considering that Nifty will have a failed breakout, because now this fourth wave would be there. High probability this would be a fourth wave until this level is not broken. Second, if it goes below the 2, then the pattern will end and we will see the bigger fall to these levels. If not, then we will see another fifth wave on the upside in a ABC pattern. So what are the possible levels for Bank Nifty? Let's check out that. So on a higher level, higher time frame, we can see the, if we close below 44,500 level, then we are going for a 43,400, 43,350 level very quickly, and I think it's a very sharp. Bank Nifty will very likely touch this 43,350 level maybe next week, or maybe one more week, 2 weeks at least. I am confident that it will may hit in a 1 week only, but let us conservatively say that it's a 2 week. So we may likely hit 43,350 in a 2 weeks time. And if we break that, then 42,600. I think this would be act as a initially strong resist support, and we may have some pullback on the upside. But it looks like this month we will see a reasonably sharp decline in the Bank Nifty, at least for next 2 weeks. If you want to see the lower levels for a, say, intraday levels for a Bank Nifty, then this is a level, and Bank Nifty is kind of moving in a channelized way. So we saw, if you connect these two lines, then exactly the bottom connected exactly took support here, and the last move looks like a little bit trap, and we may see a bounce from here because RSI double bottom made is here, double bottom is made, but RSI is in a divergence, and even this is at the bottom. So likely we see some pullback on a Monday, but again I am sure that Bank Nifty will not cross 45,270 or 45,400 on a daily closing. I do not see Bank Nifty 45,400. It may close below 45,400 or below 45,270 because this channel line is also there. So we may, Bank Nifty may face resistance to this upper trend line, upper channel line. So these are possible resistances for Bank Nifty. In case it sustain up of 45,400, then we have these targets 45,527 and 65, which is again a strong resistance zone. We saw that price has come back from that level. But if break this 44,890 zone, then we may see a sharp decline to 45,382. That is 45,380, 44,400, and that's a zone of retest also. So 500, 400. So first decline would be around at least 44,500, and if that is broken, then some higher levels that I discussed. So so it looks like the Bank Nifty is in a very exciting stage, very interesting stage also. And if it goes as I am expecting, then next 2 weeks would be very interesting for trading. So let us take a look at little bit Gann aspect. So we can look at the time cycles, whether the time cycles are supporting our analysis, whether there is something which we can see in terms of time cycles. So if you look at time cycles on a Nifty and Bank Nifty, last week we got why we are likely to have a top on our Nifty and Bank Nifty last week, because it was 180 months, 180 weeks, I think, from the this level, post COVID, pre-COVID top. I think this was 180. Yeah. So last week we saw it was a 180 bars. So we got a top, very likely, again unless we can confirm, but Nifty Bank Nifty last week would be there, that would be top because of 180 bars. 180 is year, 180 weeks cycle or 180 period cycle is a very important cycle, because this is exactly half of the 360, which is a circular movement. So that is one reason. So let us see whether this week we can get some help from the time cycles. So if we check a time cycle from the top made in the 2021, October 2021, we have a 90 cycle, 90 bars, so another milestone. This is 1/4 of the circle. So that support from time cycles is also just that big move possible. So that is one, and there are several cycles. This one cycle is there, then the bottom of December from where a big rally took place in 2021. From there it is 81 bars, another powerful number. Again here was a top of the Nifty, sorry, Bank Nifty made a top, Nifty did not make top, Bank Nifty made a top. So 75 bars from that 31st Jan. Again here Bank Nifty made a top on the 12th of December 2022 week. From there I think 30 bars, so 30 week cycle, and 17 weeks from the low of the Bank Nifty again. So rather Bank Nifty cycles are predominantly there, so it looks like Bank Nifty is going to perform really well in the coming weeks. So we have almost see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cycles. So 5 cycles converging, and almost 2 big cycles are there, 90, 81, 2 very important cycles, and even 30 bars is a very important cycle. So I think we should get a very good trade in the next coming weeks. If you look at some of the components of Bank Nifty, even they are suggesting kind of a divergences and negative setup. If you look at HDFC Bank, it is struggling in this particular zone for quite a long time. It's like triple top on a higher time frame, and double top here also, and price is not crossing that level, continuously taking resistance. And if you see indicators, again I am seeing the more divergences, and MACD again I am seeing signal line, price is going up, but this is also resistance level, 50 zone. It already gave, RSI already gave resistance from 60 zone, exactly from 60. So all signals are negative on HDFC Bank. Here also it reversed from the 60 level. So HDFC Bank is clearly showing a bearishness. ICICI Bank price is just going up, and indicators are just going down. Continuous divergences are there. This is monthly. If you take 2 weekly, they are also in a divergence. Price is up and indicators are down. Weekly you see same thing. Weekly ICICI has a strong divergence. Price crossed this level. I think not closed slightly below, but indicator is, and see entire these 2 candles, like this is 11 point and this is another 11 point. So 23 points ICICI moved up. This indicator is just flat. So we see divergences in all major components also in a Bank Nifty. Kotak is having very bearish. It's already in a comparatively weak stock within a bank pack. So everywhere I am seeing that, except I think SBI, it looks little bit strong. SBI is still strong, but SBI again see these 2 candles, 18 points, almost 3%, and another 3%, 6 to 7% move. This indicator is again not, and again double top possibility. So we see that indicators are not 100% thing, but if other factors are negative, then indicators helps in that strengthen the possibility or trade setup. So we are seeing almost Axis Bank, we can say Axis is also I think little bit bullish in comparatively compared to other banks. But even now Axis is also showing same kind of thing. See, same thing in Axis. Price just going up in Axis, and RSI is still showing little bit strength, but NI is not showing. But with respect to this, again it is down only. But RSI still is there a strength. It's not that negative, though it is not crossing 70, and at this level in a monthly, but it is not strong negative. 2 weekly chart, reversal of RSI from 70, divergence. So overall scenario is quite bearish if you understand it, and that is the reason that I think we might see a sharp decline in the indices in the coming weeks. So if you have any question, I can answer that question. So Reliance, this looks like a pullback of this ABC wave, and this may be X wave kind of thing after ABC correction. And RSI of monthly is still not, this last week monthly closure is, it's not at a bad stage, it's still moving up. So, but NI was at 40. Let us look at some of the parameters of closing. Now, if you see weekly chart of Reliance, it is again at a resistance, and it is a channelized move. Reliance is moving in a channel, and again we see this so RSI is unable to cross, though it formed a W pattern, but again if you see the price is at resistance, NI at resistance, and this indicator is just given some breakout, but that could be failed because see here I higher this layer, so slightly up 60.85, so 61, 62. So this looks like another, it might reverse from this unless this breakout happens. Again see daily chart, we are seeing a strong resistance. Like price has made a strong gravestone doji. At resistance. So that shows a negative bearishness, but it is consolidating kind of pattern with upward bias. So watch out for these levels. If this level is broken 2570, then I think Reliance also going to go down. 2570 is a level below which Reliance can go strong bearish. Gold. Gold is facing resistance. It's again the triple top kind of pattern, and still not very clear here. Taking resistance consolidation, it may give breakout if it sustains, because price is still not falling. Let me check other charts also. Some 3 months chart will give idea. See here, the divergence is still continue. These two candles, there was a big up move, but this candle did not move. So even gold looks like on a higher time frame, it looks like a bearish pattern. But let's see on a smaller time frame. It is consolidating still. Whether it may give some pullback on the upside, but I think still it's a bearish until the higher level is taken out. This is not very strong right now. We may see some pullback on this upside. Daily chart is showing a possible upside movement in gold. Very clearly looks like, see here again, see this indicator helps sometime because price is almost a double bottom to certain extent, right? Kind of double bottom, but this indicator did not fall and took support at 60 level, and now it's up. So we might see some up move, but again this is a kind of pattern. So it will have to give a breakout and sustain above 1968 or something, 1970. Right now it is little bit showing some bullish, but within this triangles wedge kind of pattern or triangle down, the slope is there, downward sloping line is there. So this may take resistance, but it may give a breakout. Weekly chart, weekly suggests a possibility of upside. So it may give a breakout and go towards this higher level. So you can look, if this breakout happens above 1945.50, you look for these targets, 1980 and higher targets. That's possible. And gold at least mildly bullish, I'll say, not strong bullish, but still it's a bullish. Gold is bullish. See, I am not a investor, like I am not a fundamental analyst. So investing ka and guidance would not be very correct. But see, keep some stop losses. If you have a long-term view of 5 years or something, then I don't think you should exit all your investments, because there will be good stocks which will also remain in a better shape even in the fall. But if you are sitting on some good profits, keep some stop losses at certain level at least, because otherwise, suppose you bought something at 100 rupees and it went to 300, and now at least keep stop loss at 200 because no point in taking it to 100 and then exiting. So at least keep some stop losses. Or if you are looking for a long term investment, 5 years, 10 years, then I don't think you need to exit. India looks to be a very promising story in the next 5 years. Definitely. This fall for next 1.5 year, which I am expecting, would be because of global things and other things. But thereafter we may bounce back and we may have a very good run. But right now markets are looking a little bit shaky. That's the view. So any question, or we wind up for the day? Sorry for the delay. There was some technological issue because I was trying a live session for the first time. So if you have any question, I can answer the question related to stock market and indices. uh, my journey is a little bit of lot of struggle basically. So I was actually into food business almost for 10 years, and then it collapsed, so I was on the road, and thereafter then I decided to get into stock market with no capital. So it was a challenging thing, but somehow survived. First 5 years it was no profit, a lot of borrowed money from friends, so all the wrong things I have done, but there was no solution to that. But only thing is I kept on researching and developing methodologies. Basically I worked on a Gann methodology, and so after 5 years I started making little bit profit, and then things are stabilized. So things are there now a little bit better, but 5 years was 10 years was bad, absolutely bad. So I was bankrupt. So but that's a part of things. And see, stock market is very difficult profession. It's not easy. It looks very easy from the outside, but making money in a stock market is not that easy as a trader specifically, because you need to learn a lot, right? So it was my journey. Over that journey I made mistakes, I made lot of money, lost lot of money. One of the reason was risk management was very poor, because I was good analyst from a very early time, but good analysis doesn't help unless you are risk management. So used to make lot of money, and then lost a lot of money. But after 5 years then I followed a particular system, a checklist for a trading. So thereafter things started moving very well. So, and I able to capture reasonably good moves. So, and I move away from the intraday trading mostly to more on a positional and swing trading. Earlier I used to do a lot of intraday trading, basically option bank nifty options buying intraday. So it was stressful. It helped me to build up capital, but it was also, you start losing after some time because it is stressful. So I reduce that. I still do that, but I reduce the number of trades in a day, or unless there is a good trade setup, I won't trade on a intraday. But positional and swing trading is something which is now my bread and butter. So that is how I think most of the traders have struggled. Very few people are able to succeed in a very quick time. Normally, most of the trader will take 3 to 5 years. I took 5 years to become successful in trading. To starting making profit, won't call a big success, but started making profits in a real sense. Consistently profits. So that is all about stock market journey. So if you don't have any question, we'll end the session.